Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pokemon players, Yu-Gi-Oh players, people who like Gundams, Transformers. Are you a Decepticon? Are you a Autobot? I forgot that name for a second. Welcome to Inside the PFL, Season 12, Week 3. I'm Jim, and as always, I am joined by Mike.
We still don't allow Fortnite players.
Yeah, I will never say
Fortnite
welcome.
players.
Nope, no Fortnite players. You're not allowed. Even if you're finding the VOD later, you're not allowed to watch it. Just click off right now if you've ever played a game of Fortnite.
No.
Yes, Inside the PFL, Season 12, Week 3. Now, as we started recording this, there are 8 out of 10 battles done, and by the time we finish recording this, hopefully those other 2 battles will be done, but we will see. We'll see if we get there. If we don't,
Y'all are really
okay.
killing us with these late games.
It's okay.
Really killing us.
But most of the games got done in the beginning part of the week during the broadcast, which kicked off with this game.
This game.
This is myself versus James. And I'm just gonna hit play because I wanna be able to make it through the battle. Whatever. I figured this was the battle that James was gonna bring coughing. I just kind of felt it in my blood, and
coughing.
I was very, very glad to see him because I was happy that I brought a trick Pokemon.
Richard Simmons makes me laugh. Love the name.
I did not want to get bodied by coughing. I was scared of Gigalith. I was scared of Rotom-Mow. I thought that James actually brought sort of the back half of his team besides like Excadrill and Sylveon. So I was pretty thankful. I felt I had a pretty decent matchup going into it. This right here is pretty big. I actually critical hit with this Iron Head.
Huge.
And James said that mattered. He was going to Psychinium Z me. He was going to Z Psychic me.
And delete you.
And I think it might have. I think it might have killed me. But I actually really don't know. I didn't do the calc. I mean, Sylveon was at +1, but it is non-stab. But it's also a Psychic, with a Z move, so.
This is some, let's watch a lot of nothing happen for a couple turns.
Yeah. I mean, he starts setting up Toxic Spikes. I go, LOL, I'm Fortress. Like, what else am I here for besides doing that? And then I'm pretty sure he burns me. Yeah, he does. And I'm like, well, that's kind of stinky. The main goal here...
Kinda stinky.
And honestly, I was very glad that he didn't bring Gigalith, because the thing that I was most scared of, period, was Sandrush Excadrill. Like, which is obvious,
It didn't come.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he just thought that Gigalith didn't have a great matchup versus my team. Or maybe he thought that Mega Garchomp with Sand Force...
That's probably what it was.
He just doesn't want to encourage that.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
So the set I brought on Gothitelle was actually a Taunt, Trick, Psychic, Hidden Power Ground Gothitelle.
What was HP Ground for Excadrill?
It was for Excadrill. But there was one point this game where I could have clicked it on Togedemaru, and I didn't. And I sort of regretted it. Because I was like, I really wanted to show off that tech, but it's okay. This is a Choice Scarf Primarina, who hits 153 speed, I believe.
That's a lot of speed.
Which is pretty fast, It turns out that it's actually not faster than Excadrill.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because Scarf is only 1.5, whereas Excadrill is ×2.
Yeah. But Excadrill ends up being Scarfed. And I only know that because I speed crept 3 of my Pokemon for Excadrill. I speed crept the Garchomp, Arcanine, and Primarina. All to beat
Don't
base
read any.
Excadrill.
Don't read the Custap Berry. I wonder what his play was.
It was Sturdy Endeavor.
Oh my god.
And then I think he has Quick Attack.
So he was just gonna cheese you.
He was just gonna cheese me with this, with this thing. So that's what he goes for, the Endeavor right here. And I was like, thank God I Will-O-Wisped. Like, I figured it was coming, because like I saw the Custap Berry and immediately knew some shenanigans were gonna go down with Sturdy. So I was just like, let's just play it safe. Like, I wall the thing, like it can't touch me really. So I just Will-O-Wisped in case he swapped into anything else. And at this point in the battle, I'm sitting pretty decent. I know Garchomp can just kind of do it, so I let Arcanine go down. And
Garchomp really can just kind of do it.
Yeah, he just kind of cleans up. Comes in, Earthquakes 3 times. If Hitmontop had gone for Mach Punch, it would have been a little more dicey, but I think I still would have lived. based on the calc that James gave me.
Well, his problem was he didn't run triple axle, and he also switched into Hitmontop.
That's true too.
But I mean, he had no. Primarino was going to come in and just finish.
Yeah. I had a few different answers at this point in the game. The biggest thing I think in this game, the turning point, was getting Sylveon out of the way early.
Yeah.
Because not that I didn't have any answers for a fairy type, but my only answers were Arcanine with Iron Head, and then I had Poison Jab on Garchomp, I believe. And that was pretty much it. And then a Gyro Ball on Fortress, but he very well could have had Mystical Fire.
Yeah. That was a closer than you'd think game, honestly.
No, definitely. Anytime I build against James, I get scared.
Like, you might have won +3, but, like, any number of things could have swung that in James's favor.
Absolutely. I mean, any play with the Hitmontop, honestly, getting rid of Fortress was huge. Because then Excadrill, honestly, like, if he got a Rapid Spin off or something, like, my team was not looking good against that Excadrill.
Oh, boy, Excadrill. Ooh, sorry, I'm tired here. Excadrill is he's a very scary boy when he starts going fast.
Yeah, obviously a very, very good 200-point Mon, except when you don't bring Sand.
He really didn't want to deal with Sandforce Garchomp because, you know, that is scary.
That's real scary. Oh, yeah. That's part of the reason I picked up Garchomp. Not all the reason, but definitely part of the reason.
That's what I thought, actually.
And it was kind of cool. So, yeah, +3 for myself. Regieleki didn't hit the field, and then I'm kind of sad, but it's okay. I had some tech brewing with Regieleki, but I'm not going to spoil it. I can't.
Love it.
It's going to come out in the rematch, probably.
Love it.
Alrighty, and into the next battle. Oh, yeah.
Big.
Right. This one.
Yes, I remember this.
This was a super awesome battle, actually.
I don't 100% remember the outcome. I just remember that Chestnut did the thing. Chestnut is such a problem.
I just remember a bunch of Rocky boys going off. I remember Stonjourner putting in work. I remember Colossal putting in work.
Colossal did all the things this week. I remember that.
Samurott also put in a little bit of work. I don't think Thwacky did anything. But that's okay. See, this is what gets me. I'm pretty sure he goes for Hydro Pump. Oh, I thought he killed Obi-Wan right there. But he does not.
Just pivoting.
Flip Turn Clawitzer, new generation tech.
Smart cool. Pivot. This poor dragon that just can't go off.
I know. And the Darkest Lariat.
And then it lives.
That's a big spread if I've ever seen one.
Or it's a very defensive Snorlax.
Or that as well. That's probably more the case. But I can just picture Bick just in front of the damage calculator like, if I put 200 points into HP and then 158 into defense, then I can live 2.5 Darkest Lariats 67% of the time.
That was a clutch of Gothberry too.
And he's still alive after 2 Darkest Lariats and toxic damage.
Right? And that's a 1-for-1 Snorlax taking down the Dragon Boy.
And I would argue that that's worth it because that opens up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, that dragon out of the way is huge.
And yeah, your water types hit the field. That's kind of hilarious. Rocky Helmet Clawitzer is something else.
Yeah, what? I don't understand. Maybe no, I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't. Hydro Vortex doing enough to kill.
Yeah,
over
getting it out of the way.
And the best 60-point Pokemon. I think he's 60 now. I'm pretty sure
he's
he is
tier
60.
He's tier 4. Him and the little rabbit are tier 4.
I love it. This is scary. Mega Mawile, as we've previously seen in the last season, is a force to be reckoned with. And to play rough, the 48. Stonjourner.
Why didn't he hit Iron Head there? Should have just hit Iron Head.
I think he might have expected Chestnut to stay in. So, like, he just went for play rough because it's a super effective move.
Oh, that was on a switch. Okay.
But yeah, so he knows that the Heat Crash or something along those lines is coming. So he saves Mega Mawile, which is a really, really big deal.
Yeah, he knew the Heat Crash.
And Vader hits the field. All
Missing the Slurricanes.
all these names are Star Wars references as well.
Yes, they are.
Which is
Amidala.
pretty cool.
I'm surprised that wasn't the heat crash and the read. Like that would have been a huge read.
Yeah, the
Or
Fire
the Fire Blast, whatever.
65%. Chestnut lives. I mean, Chestnut's not known to be bulky on the special side, too.
Dude, this Chestnut's a problem.
And and it has put in a lot of work over the course of the last 3 weeks.
It's just crushing. Like, look at this. Eating those Fire Blasts and just gaining it all back.
And he saves Colossal for later. And that actually comes up super, super clutch.
It does. It comes in the biggest clutch. I'm surprised he got the double spiky shield off there.
Oh, yeah, that's a... Oh, well, you know what? No, the last one failed.
Oh.
Because he switched.
Yeah. Thought that.
And that's part of the problem of playing passively like that. You know, you give your opponent the opportunity to predict you and read you and be like, hey, you're going to protect. I'm going to get the free switch into something that can deal with you.
Yeah.
And now Chestnut's dead. Houndoom comes in. And Houndoom's a problem. This surprises me.
Lives.
Stonehenge.
Doesn't live.
Crazy. Lives and does not live.
Do you think that was a blunder policy kit too, just in case he missed? Heavy duty boots.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Blunder policy.
Like, he was running Fire Blast and Stonehenge, dude.
That's true. This is actually heartbreaking.
This was hilarious.
It was hilarious, especially considering like 26.8%.
You know what? It wasn't hilarious because if it happened to me, I'd be fucking teething, dude. Yeah. I'd be so mad.
Like, you literally win the game.
Yeah.
You win the game unless you don't... You had to, 1, get confused, and 2, hit yourself in your confusion twice.
And also have gotten hit by the hurricane.
Yeah, and that. Like...
He would have won the game in Tristan 1 because of that. Like, crazy shit.
Yeah, and I actually respect this a lot. He goes for the Swords Dance, and then he also, I think, goes for the second Swords Dance next turn. Because he needs to be able to kill Tornadus, and he's predicting... Not predicting, he's hoping Hurricane misses.
Yeah, that was his only shot.
It was his only way out.
Didn't.
And it's good of him. It shows the mark of a good player that he recognized the fact that that's my way out. You know, I get that I have a priority move, but I need to boost a little further if I'm going to win the game.
I'd be very mad if I was Bick. Like, very mad.
That's what you get for drafting a Mon with such a high attack stat, I guess. I don't know. It's going to do 26% to itself when it hits itself. That's a curse. That's curse damage.
Big yikes. And you know what? Joe wants the thumbnail to be Manus getting frozen.
I know. That's, I think, more... Actually, you know what?
I think this was worse.
I don't know. Well, this had more of an effect, I would say.
Yeah, Manus's didn't change the course of the game. Like, this 100% fucked Bick.
That's also super, super true.
Like, if we're supposed to be doing hurtful thumbnails, like we had Marsh Stomp behind Gardevoir, what was this week's? I forget.
That was the Rotom the Hydreigon behind the Substitute.
Yeah, like if we're gonna do the big ones, like it's got to be better.
Yeah,
come on, Joe.
This was definitely like a giant turning point for the game.
Yeah. This literally swung the game in.
Yeah, but a nice +2 for Tristan. And Stonjourner. I'm just looking at him. We've never seen him before, and here he is. And he was. I
think we've seen him before. I think somebody had him.
Did somebody have him?
I think so.
I don't remember.
I've been doing this for too long, man.
Yeah, lots of. That's really a lot of different Pokemon to keep track of.
Taken.
All right. Yeah, so that was a pretty exciting game. Into the next battle, which is not a very exciting game.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate the two of you for putting us through this. Lebo and Drac, you two. Like, I get it. You had to do what you had to do. But this was excruciating to watch.
It was especially, you know what? The beginning of it was, like, not bad to watch.
I can't believe Lebo won it. All of his fucking mons were toxic, and he had no recovery, and he won this game.
See, I thought that Lebo threw the game. I thought that Lebo was doing everything he could by the end of the game to not win. We'll get there. I'm gonna play with the music off, and like, there's a point at the end of the game where I think you can just click Thunderbolt 3 times and win the game.
I remember that,
and he doesn't.
And he doesn't. He doesn't.
And I'm like, oh my god, you might have just thrown. Drac literally might have won by the skin of his teeth.
This whole game is Lebo realizing he doesn't have good recovery and just fucking going, oh, I have to play around with this.
Yeah. And honestly, like, the options that Lebo has on his team are something. We see Poltergeist here. How many times do we see Poltergeist try to hit Audino this game?
So many times.
Like, Spiritomb goes for Poltergeist, Audino comes in. Happens almost every time.
Like, what was his other move?
I don't know. Will-O-Wisp probably. Critical hit, that actually, at the very beginning of the game, that mattered.
Because he saves it. He
Yep.
saves it anyway.
It generates a little bit of momentum for Lebo, being able to kill with a flip turn. Now all of a sudden Zapdos is in, and I take 40%. And then I dodge a Toxic.
Huge, by the way. This Audino put work in.
And you know, that first Toxic dodge actually was probably extended the game by like 10 turns, because he doesn't have any sort of Cleric on his team. Like, we find out Audino's full moveset, and he doesn't have Heal Bell.
Yeah, he doesn't have Heal Bell. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. How you can't hit... Yeah,
you pain split. I think the worst part, Lebo's kit, I think it's Sleep Talk, Rest, Curse, and Body Slam. So what are you doing in here? Why are you sleep talking?
Yeah.
Like what do you think he's gonna do? Dusclops is just gonna sit in there and get his HP back. Body Slam, yup. A lot of immunities going on this game.
Like why?
Why would you curse? Are you burning turns of Trick Room? Is that what's happening?
I think that's what he was doing. I think he was trying to get rid of Trick Room turns.
Which, if that's the case, I mean, that's a smart way to play it.
Because, like, what's Dusclops going to do back?
An obligatory Poltergeist?
Why?
Because... So, we've gone, like, 5 turns without anybody actually getting hit.
Yeah. It's just Drac switching Wish around a lot. And keeping his team healthy while Lebo has Rest. And that's it. Like,
I know.
I can't believe Drac lost this game.
And when you're relying on Munchlax as your special defense wall, like, things are not going to be good.
He did that in my game, too.
Yeah. I mean, Munchlax, I think, is okay. I don't think he's that good.
Like, Drac had Mega Camera up in the sun that he didn't put there. He has Crawdon being able to get Dragon Dances off. Like, what?
Yeah, Munchlax is definitely just a momentum sink.
Yeah.
And in, like... this game has Trick Room and it has Sun. And in Trick Room, you don't want to have a momentum sink on your team. Like, on the opposite team.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be able to use... Yeah. It's just... And that's crazy.
Huge. That's huge. The Eruption just murdering that Mega Camera.
You know what the best part is? Is it adds insult to injury because Dusclops hits the field, frisks Torkoal, and is like, haha, I'm Choice Specs if it wasn't obvious. Like,
yeah.
It's just so funny.
I'm surprised he didn't keep hitting Eruption into
you're right.
Dusclops.
You're right. Nothing on Drac's team wants to take an Eruption in the sun. Lebo saves Torkoal.
Especially wants 2 of them.
Yeah, Lebo saves Torkoal for almost no reason. Like, what is Torkoal going to defend against? Crobat?
That Grass Knot, though, is the biggest tech.
Yeah, but it also is his only attacking move.
Yeah.
So now he can't really hit Torkoal or Zapdos.
Yeah, it's a Drac tech specifically to get around Swampert. That's what it was there for.
Yeah, definitely. Which, you know, it sort of does what it's supposed to. It does a chunk of damage.
It's turn 41 and 2 mons are dead.
Yes, that is true.
And a good chunk of Drac's team is either healthy or could be healthy.
There's lots of pivoting everywhere.
Yeah. giving him the momentum there too, but I bet that was his only option. I don't know.
And see, like, the game's been long, but I wouldn't say that it's been, like, dug into the ground yet.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, everything has had a purpose this game so far. At a certain point, the turns start having no purpose.
It's right now. It's when Audino and Dusclops just start doing nothing but being in the way, and Lebo trying to pivot correctly around them, and he just can't do it.
Lebo was so strapped for a knockoff user that he brought knockoff on Kadabra.
On Kadabra. What was the item?
It was...
Oh, Life Orb. It had to be Life Orb.
Was it Life Orb?
It had to be, because he doesn't take damage from it, because he has Magic Guard.
Yeah. I mean, he did knock it off, though, so it could have been Sash.
No item was knocked off Kadabra. Kadabra would have died.
No, I'm saying on Dusclops. Like, when he went for
had
Psychic.
the Evolite.
No, because he knocked it off before he used Psychic.
Correct. I want to know what item Kadabra had, probably.
I'm thinking it was either the Life Orb or a Focus Sash.
This was brutal. That Hammer Arm miss made this game go on 1,500 more turns.
And why are you clicking Hammer Arm against Crobat? Go for Flip Turn there.
Well, he didn't know he was going to switch, but yeah, that was a free pivot. But now it's at the point where nothing wants Thunderbolt.
T-Bolt 3 times in a row. Nope, you roosted. You threw the game. If you just clicked T-Bolt 3 times, it would have been fine.
Yeah, you switched. Why?
And then you switched again. Nope, it's in the ground. The game is in the ground. Spiritomb not doing anything.
Lebo starts panicking, dude. Like, he's had to play perfect up to this point. He has less than a minute to think about his turns. Like, the clock is bearing down him. Like, he's pressured right now.
Yeah, and you know what? That's something that, like, yeah, as post commentators, we don't necessarily see that much. Like, the time ticking down is huge in the back half of this game. Like, we don't
even Drac is taking his time.
Yeah, we don't notice it because, like, all the turns are happening, like, you know, one after another because it's a replay. But, like, when you have 15 seconds left, you're just going to click, like, whatever you think is right in the first second.
Yeah. Big read there.
And we got 6 more turns left. Audino has 6 wishes left.
T-Bolt,
and...
He figured it out.
Yep. So yes, it took like 10 more turns than it probably should have. And then U-turns.
Well, he can fast pivot, and that's huge. And do that.
Yeah.
That honestly might have screwed Drac right there.
Is grass knotting instead of like protecting?
Mm-hmm. Taking unnecessary damage because now this can happen.
That actually might be the case. Because at a certain point, you're going to get fast. And, like, if he keeps using Hammer Arm, Audino's going to be faster. And Audino's going to be able to outspeed and then revenge kill with a Grass Knot while getting the wish damage.
And if he protected, he wouldn't have taken the damage and been higher health.
Yep. And Drac has 10 seconds left.
That was huge, too. If he didn't get the kill with that Fire Blast, if it missed anything right there, that game was over in a different way.
Yep. But 69 turns, a whole lot of wish passing, a whole lot of toxic. How many mods got toxic that game? 1, 2,
all of
3,
them.
4, 5. 5 on Lebo's side. Toxic, I believe Dusclops was.
Yeah, Dusclops, Audino, Vikavolt.
Vikavolt.
3.
8 out of 12 mods. No, 9 out of 12 mods. No, yeah, 8 out of 12 mods were toxic that game. Which is a lot.
Oh, boy.
Which is a passing grade.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
But kudos to Lebo. Making Zapdos and Mega Swampert work in the sun is not easy to do.
You know what's next? Because I know what's next.
I actually do not know what's next.
Manny might have went next. Oh, yeah, Manny went next because he had to go to bed. That's right. I remember now.
Yeah.
He'd work in the morning.
But we have Manny versus Jack. And we see a very, once again, untraditional team from Manny. Couple new toys. A weird Sandmon.
Untraditional, but working.
Yeah, it has worked. It continues to work.
Like, wishy-washy, putting in the work. I never thought I'd say that.
With rest, this thing was actually a huge problem for Jack.
Huge problem, dude.
And honestly, Registeel, after Jack lost his checks to Registeel, Hariyama and Entei, he lost the game.
Yep. I'm so mad Registeel got sniped. I love him. This was huge.
Yeah, that was actually huge brain.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're going to U-turn...
Froggy Fresh, I absolutely love it. Do you know
like
who
right
Froggy
here.
Fresh is?
No, I don't know what Froggy Fresh is.
Oh, I will educate you after this.
Alright. But yeah, so he just absolutely wants to get, like, the close combat off on Registeel. He has nothing to lose. He's just going to go for it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes for the knockoff. I guess he expects, Oh, you know what? He expected Spectre to come in.
Getting the Rocky Helm off there, very big.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Hippowdon actually outsped Hariyama there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that crit. RNGesus was everywhere.
And that's true as well. But now Jack can't live in Earthquake. He knows... Oh, right. And he bullet punches. I forgot about that.
I didn't. I remember that happening. And then I remembered this happening, because he should send in Moltres right now. No, Zapdos, I was right. I called it Moltres on stream.
See, what I don't understand is, yes, nothing's going to take a Brave Bird, but why kill Hariyama? That's a priority user. You know, you need the close combat for Registeel.
He could have went into Rampardos, but then he had to deal with the close combat the second turn.
That's where Jack lost the game.
Yeah, right there. That Brave Bird was huge to kill Entei.
Yep. And I think it was a high roll, too.
Yeah.
I think it was like a 30% chance or something like that Brave Bird would kill a no defense, no HP Entei.
Just in the way.
Yep. And nothing's going to be able to stop it, like, frankly.
Nope.
It's just going to sit there. Like, it doesn't even matter that Manny doesn't have hazard removal. He doesn't have a Rapid Spinner, a Defogger. Like, that one Toxic Spike does not matter.
Nope. Man, this is just... Nah, I'm Registeel.
Yep. Shenlong. Fill it a future. Late game Trick Room, interesting. I like the idea.
Hitting Trick Room when you're looking at a Registeel. And Registeel's still going first.
Yeah, at this
teleport. It was because of teleport.
He knows he has Fire Punch on Rampardos, and he wants the Fire Punch to do more work. But he sends in Wishy-Washy. And Wishy-Washy takes, I believe, 19%. Yes.
The poison, though.
And it's surprisingly, and I did the calc here. The Wishy-Washy has, with no investment, and a minus speed nature, with 31 IVs, it has 54 speed at level 50.
Yeah.
Rampardos, with no speed investment, with a negative nature, with no IVs, has 56 speed. So he got undersped by 2 points.
Wow.
So Jack was banking on he was banking on Wishy-Washy to not only have not a negative speed nature, but at least like a little bit of investment.
I can't. This Registeel is just there.
Yeah, and tracing light metal is not going to save you. You're going to die to poison damage.
Man, it should have sent in Ditto, and then we could have just seen the game break when you trace.
What happens? Nothing happens, right?
The world explodes.
Oh God.
You send in Ditto into Porygon, and Porygon gets transformed, and then transforms into whatever Ditto is, or could you not trace that?
No, wait.
Because you can't trace schooling, so could you not trace Dittos?
You can't trace Imposter, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can't trace Imposter. It's one of those like Pokemon specific abilities like schooling or whatever.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Although I don't know. That's a great question.
The game just breaks.
Because like Wishy-Washy, I get it. Like schooling makes sense because it has two different forms. Like Imposter doesn't like. I don't know. It doesn't give you like another form. Like it just copies.
Right.
I feel like you should be able to trace Imposter.
Well, you also lose imposter when you transform, so that might be a problem too. Because then you would just be tracing whatever ability that. I don't like this conversation.
Yeah, all right.
I don't like it.
We're just gonna Control-Alt-Delete this conversation. And
By the way, guys,
Wishy-Washy.
Wishy-Washy is it's still a problem.
It's the sleep talk. This thing's crazy. This Wishy-Washy set is actually unbelievable. He lives. He goes, oh.
If he didn't get crit there.
The sleep talk. The scald. 56.
Just enough.
And now he's tiny.
And now Wishy-Washy's done.
And
It
that's
did
so
the
cute.
thing.
Yep,
It
and
did,
he goes for
it
Ice
did what
Beam.
it needed
Honestly,
to do.
he goes for Ice Beam, maybe expecting, like, maybe Zapdos to come in, because he was going for Dark Pulse. So that was a decent read, I would say.
Think.
Oh yeah, and this is where the hilarious stuff starts to happen. Yeah, and
You say hilarious. I say a waste of time.
Yep. And my cats have invaded my room. And as has my girlfriend.
Yes, that happens.
That happens. But this is the moment. Right here, I believe, right? 2 flinches. 3 flinches. And then we want the 4th flinch to happen. Unfortunately, it does not. And Greninja goes down.
And then.
Oh. And then he freezes.
And then he gets frozen.
And then that happens. Sorry, there's a lot going on in my real people life right now.
And then Jack has to watch him lose slowly because he can't get over leftovers damage with Ice Beam.
And I think that's the best part of it, is because Jack was probably like, dang, dude, like, I can't believe my Entei got hit by a Choice Band High Roll Brave Bird. Like, the rest of this match sucks. Then you get 3 flinches in a row and then a freeze. You can't really be mad at RNG at that point.
And you just lose slowly.
Like, it definitely just cushions the blow a little bit.
Hilarious.
It was definitely something. I would say thumbnail worthy.
2 months didn't hit the field.
Registeel just not taking any damage, even while being frozen. Like, still just being a brick wall to that Porygon.
Being a problem.
Well,
yeah.
literally doing nothing. It was sitting there.
Just being a problem.
It was just a problem. And toxic damage was racked up. And Manny got a nice +4 out of that.
Very nice +4.
Spectrier and Ditto didn't even need to hit the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 boys didn't hit the field.
And the MVP of that battle, as much as I hate to say it, is Wishy-Washy. Even though Registeel was holding it down.
Rest Wishy-Washy.
Rest Wishy-Washy. That Scald, killing Rampardos.
Resto. Yeah,
huge. In Trick Room, huge.
Even the 50-some damage he did to Greninja with Scald was nice.
Yeah.
It was very useful.
Very useful. Alrighty, into the next battle. Yeah, you're going to have to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. You want me to go slow? You want me to...
You can do it on normal. There's not much to talk about. The game was over from turn 4.
From turn 4, what happens turn 4? Actually, this is gonna go too fast.
2 of my mons are dead by turn 4 because I didn't know that this was a choice scarf and I should have sashed Masquerain.
What was his item? Booties?
Leftovers, so I can just quiver dance and sweep his team.
Leftovers, but
I didn't expect this to happen. Then I was gonna hit Flash Cannon there, and this is where the game's over. So not even turn 4, it's turn 2 in my game. I knew it was over.
I only had the one question of why you went into Cryogonal first and not Rillaboom. But you explained it to me because you thought that Flash Cannon would kill.
Yeah, I didn't calc that. Yeah, the game's over. This is just me trying to at least not get +6'd by Thomas.
Yeah, and we see it in the chat. You go, I think you just won, and it's turn 4. And I would say there's hope in this game. I don't think that
I had no answer for Lycanroc. Not that if I can... that and Lando were just going to ruin me.
I mean, your answer for Lycanroc is Rillaboom.
It just not with Lando up.
Not
I
with
knew
Lando. Yeah, you're right. Thomas does have a lot of really good checks to
Lando,
Rillaboom.
Noivern. Like I've been saying it. Rillaboom doesn't gel well on in my division.
Yeah, and I definitely see that here. Especially Magnezone, Landorus, Noivern, even like I don't want to say even Wigglytuff, but like Rillaboom just doesn't do that great in your division.
No.
And
Maybe I'm not using it right. That could be it too.
And especially every time that you want to Grassy Glide something, he's just going to go into the ×4 resist.
Right.
He's just going to eat it up. And then he's just going to Air Slash you. And even if it's doing no damage, you don't have any recovery.
I played like shit early game. Literal early game. I didn't expect fucking Lycanroc. I really didn't.
Yep. I think that toward the end of this game, you go kind of on damage control mode. Like you'd play much better in the back half than just letting the 2 Pokemon die in the front half. And I think that saves you the +6, because we saw a couple +6s this week. Don't get me wrong.
The season should be just called Season +6.
But oh yeah, the Trace, the Frisk, the Trace. Or the Trace, Frisk. It
was... Ugh.
And that was a good read.
I can't believe he didn't die there.
What, Magnezone?
Yeah.
I don't think...
I guess he's bigger than I thought.
I mean, you're right. Gardevoir does have a lot of attack, but that could very well be... It could be an AV Magnezone. It could be max HP as well, which I assume it probably is.
And even if I went into Rillaboom, I was only taking 2 Stone Edges. Like, it just...
Yeah.
It couldn't be a switch into Rillaboom. It just had to be a clean. It just wasn't good.
Yep. And the other thing... Oh, yeah. And the other thing is that Lycanroc has no guard. I was just about to say, like, he doesn't miss any Stone Edges, but he's not gonna.
And, that was another reason I sent in Krogan. I was like, maybe he'll miss, too. And then after he didn't, I hovered over his ability. I was like, this is the one that gets no guard.
You're like, oh, yeah. Like, this is the bad one, but it's still, like, okay.
Still murdering my whole team.
Yeah.
Do it. Kill him. It's your destiny.
Yep. Gardevoir goes down. The chosen one. OU. The Lando. The Anakin Skywalkers of the world.
Yeah, and then I just get hard-walled here.
Yep.
He knows I'm choice locked, so he just needs to call what move I'm about to hit. And I thought that he expected the close combat there. I don't know, not the close combat. I just wanted to hit Ice Punch to get Lando out of the way.
I think that was a pretty good guess. If you hit Ice Punch, you could either hit Lando or Noivern.
Right.
So, like, if you get one of those out of the way, the rest of the game might be easier sailing. Although this hurts a lot. Rocky Helmet, Darkest Lariat, you take 51%, or he takes 51%, you take a little bit of damage too. Like, that's atrocious. And then a Play Rough that doesn't miss. So, Thomas kind of going on a little bit of a tear. Thomas,
yeah.
What is Thomas's, like, record at this point?
+5.
Yeah. But, like,
I don't know.
He's had 3 games. I think he's 3-0. He must be, right?
I can't remember if he won last week.
His team's kind of ridiculous. I'm going to real quick check.
He lost in the Conference Cup. I believe he actually got murdered by Kyle.
Oh, yes. Kyle tends to have that effect on people. This blue-ass Wolf Link looking crazy guy.
Yeah, I got murdered.
+5.
Thomas just straight murdered me.
But, that might be the wake-up call. Because, spoiler alert, there are some changes that are being made.
Changes. I see some changes.
But, yes, so into my favorite battle of the week, personally. Just because of the absurdity of it, I think.
There's another one I want to talk about. I can't believe that Murphy let this happen.
Murphy beat me last week +5. And then this week...
Murdered
he gets murdered by Mitch.
Idiot.
Well, I don't know about that one. But Mitch and Rain go well together.
I guess so.
He's played really solid. This game in particular. He plays really, really good. Just a lot of pivoting.
Pivot.
And
plays really well with Toxicroak, which is surprising because it's Toxicroak.
Yeah, and you know what? This is something that I believe Joe and Mario mentioned on the broadcast, is the fact that when you have 4 walls, and your only offensive presence really is like Mimikyu and Ariados.
And Jirachi.
And Jirachi. Depending on how Jirachi's being run, Jirachi can be offensive. But usually I think Murphy's used it as like Wish. He used it against me with Cosmic Power. He's used it more defensively. But when your only offense is Mimikyu against a team that just kind of is meant to wall break, like, you're going to lose that game.
And Murphy just, I don't know if bringing 4 walls is the play here either. He probably should have brought like 3.
And he might have expected like a different team comp as well.
Murphy's been doing the 4 wall thing, I think, every game so far.
And I don't believe he changed up any of his team. I don't think he's part of the trades and pickups.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I love this nickname.
Miles Moraliados.
That's really funny. And you get a little bit of Wish off. And here you have the option. You're 100% Ariados. You might as well go for the webs. Slow some things down. Absolutely. Even though it doesn't affect Pelipper or Bronzong or Hydreigon.
And gets defogged.
And it gets defogged. But it's a good idea. Slow down Ludicolo. Slow down Toxicroak. If you have webs brought, you might as well get it up, even if it's not going to be doing a crazy amount. And who knows, Bronzong could have been heat-proof.
I can't believe Toxicroak was his... I mean, he had Ludicolo, but, Toxicroak has been doing some things for Mitch in the rain.
Well, you know what? I think that Murphy just doesn't have the tools to deal with Toxicroak's stabs.
Yeah.
With fighting and poison, especially with the Swords Dance up.
I can't believe he hits lunge here. I'm fairly sure that he gets a ground move. He hits lunge.
He gets, dig. I don't know why you would click lunge. But...
It's back down, but whatever. I'd probably hit webs there again.
Oh, your disguise gets busted and you get poisoned?
Yeah, you don't want to switch into getting your disguise, but there's a lot of why is this happening.
He just doesn't have an answer for this Toxicroak.
Well, he would have if he didn't switch it in.
Oh, that's also true. You could have just let Ariados go down. I don't know why you're saving Ariados besides maybe stopping a Ludicolo, just Onslaught.
And Hydreigon, maybe?
Nah. Maybe Hydreigon. I mean, Hydreigon's gonna kill you with a Dark Pulse anyway. Ariados is at 23% HP. It got webs up unsuccessfully.
I don't exactly love Tangrowth against a rain team.
No, me neither. I mean Hurricanes are gonna hit.
That's what I'm saying.
He does okay in this matchup because he can knock off Bronzong. He can get Leaf Seeds off, but Tangrowth's 2 biggest enemies are Pelipper and Amoonguss.
Yeah.
So, and they're both on this team, so.
You just can't get around this.
Oh, that was a decent power play.
That was a good read, yeah.
Absorb some poison.
He had to get a read like that because Mitch brought the tools he needed to get around the 4 walls.
Yeah, and you see 19% on a critical hit, Iron Head. Jirachi could just Iron Head until it just wants to, but you're not going to be able to get those flinches consistently.
Yeah, and honestly, once Mimikyu was dead, he had no good answer for Bronzong and no decent answer for Toxicroak unless he hit it with a psychic move from Jirachi.
Exactly, and who even knows what Jirachi had? I'm pretty sure it might have had Zen Headbutt.
And then Hydreigon being there in the background just in case he goes for the psychic move is huge.
I know, yeah. You got your Pokemon that are Amoonguss and Toxicroak weak to psychic, and then you have your Jirachi answer, your Jirachi killer, if you will.
Why did he not have Synchronize?
Who?
Umbreon.
inner focus, prevent flinching, maybe? Right? That's his only other ability.
Because, like, so I get that he would have been immune to the spore, but, like, it still would have come up synchronize immune, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that had to have been inner focus. Maybe, like, inner focus for fake out or something? I don't know.
Maybe it was an accident.
Maybe it was an accident. That's true, too. Maybe there was some hidden tech in there. And honestly, being asleep for that long does kind of put a damper on things.
Yeah, you're hoping you're going to wake up each turn.
You were asleep for like 3 or 4 turns. Like, that's rough. A long sleep is rough.
To send Jirachi into fucking Hydreigon like that, like crazy.
Yeah, you know he's either... Is he scarfed? He must be scarfed,
He's
right?
probably scarf locked, yeah. Although I don't think Hydreigon is the fastest of boys.
Nope, Hydreigon is 98, Jirachi's base 100.
Oh, okay, so he doesn't have to be scarfed.
So he naturally outspeeds, but...
Still.
He's just taking rocks damage, taking chip. I mean, you are getting...
Yeah.
Going in and out of Tangrowth, you are getting that regenerator, which does help. Putting Quaggy asleep right here was... You turning into Quaggy, I think, was a big mistake. You should have just Zen Headbutted, probably, and then hearted out into either Quaggy or... And then stand... God. Oh, God.
Like, I think Murphy just gave up at this point. I
Poor
think he realized his game was over, and he was just like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you still hitting U-turn? Do you not have a psychic move?
I could have sworn he had Zen Headbutt, but maybe he doesn't.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe he thinks that Jirachi is his win con to not get +6, you know, like spare the damage. Oh yeah, and then insult to injury, just get the poison. Just get it over with, Mitch.
But Jirachi probably had a pretty decent chance of doing some damage to Amoonguss.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's stab, Zen Headbutt from base 100 attack.
There,
oh, never mind, it's less than half.
But still, why wasn't he hitting that earlier? He kept hitting U-turn out.
And I think it was at this point in the game where I thought, if he just keeps getting flinches, he's going to win the game.
One of my biggest things was when he let Umbreon die. When I see a Mon that can Spore, and you sleep one of my Mons, that is one of the times I'll try and save that Mon, so that you just can't keep freely hitting Spore.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially if Umbreon's not doing anything.
Right. Just let it be asleep.
Yeah, because then you can't Spore Quaggy, you can't Spore Jirachi. But I think that, and Joe was talking about it on the broadcast as well, Mitch says, I really thought Tyrantrum was coming. I think that having a super strong wall breaker or setup sweeper like Tyrantrum would have really, really benefited Murphy in this battle. Because he just did not have any offensive presence.
You know what wanted to take an outrage on this team?
Pretty much just Bronzong.
Just Bronzong.
And then, even then, like, you have Earthquake.
And if he's Levitate, you have options. Like,
yeah, you have Crunch. You have Strong Draw Crunch.
Like, But it happens.
It does happen, and Mitch getting himself a very, very hefty +6. Not the first, or not the first one. Not the only one of the week, mind you.
No, it's not.
Which is kind of crazy. More than one +6 in a week. I feel like they've been everywhere this season, just in general.
And it's only week 3.
And it's only week 3. Some would say that this week was the most important week of the season, but that's beside the point. Into the next battle. I don't know how much of this one I saw.
I don't think you did because it wasn't live.
Oh, it wasn't live.
This happened post-stream. I watched it.
Oh.
I remember watching it.
All right, so you gotta pilot the ship here.
Oh boy, this was Mega Pidgeot doing some things, as we will see.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, Dave got the +6 this battle.
He did. He annihilated M1. Hurricane, Confuse.
Oh, it hits! It kills! Wow.
Turn 1 Sableye is out of the way.
I mean, if you got like the burn, or like didn't get confused and didn't hit yourself, you could recover, you could switch. Like that's tough.
Klefki with the screens.
That helps. Drumpa eats for breakfast.
Takes 0 damage after the screens, yeah.
Going,
this was a ballsy switch, boy.
Yeah, going into Garchomp.
calls he is switched.
I mean, I guess
Dragon Balls.
I guess you're not gonna go for Dragon Pulse while Tapu Koko's in the back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't know if that was your opportunity to start setting up while your opponent still has Tapu Koko, Garchomp, and Mega Pidgeot, who can just, outspeed you and hurt you.
Dude, this Earthquake does so much damage through this fucking Flight.
Yeah, that's a Garchomp. That's a 200-point Pokemon.
I love him.
Yeah, it's absurd. Shaman behind screens is also schnasty.
And that still does 15% to Shaman.
Yeah.
Like, ew. It's not very effective and behind the screen.
Yeah, and Light Screen's about to wear out. Dazzling Gleam, that's...
You know what's not about to wear out? No Guard Hurricane.
Yeah. And he saves it. Hurricane's gonna hit. Klefki's gone.
No more screens for you, brother.
Oh, goodness.
Look at this way. It's turn 10 and M1's team is just gone.
Yeah, M1's been on the back foot the entire game. I feel like this is just a case of Dave's team is just infinitely more prepared.
Like, I don't even know if that turn 1 confusion to kill yourself would have done much, because it's not like you're hitting turn 1 recover.
Yeah, but if you get like a little bit of Will-O-Wisp off, some chip damage, then all of a sudden
cool.
you can...
He willowed... Well, what was he gonna do to Mega Pidgeot in that situation?
I think you Willow. I don't know. Or
For what?
Just some chip damage. I mean, it wouldn't change the outcome of the game, but...
Yeah, he would have taken 90%.
But potentially saving Sableye for later. Like, instead of dying to your own confusion, like, you switch into Klefki. Klefki takes the Hurricane. Sableye still has the Prankster ability, could recover later, like...
I don't know. I still think M1... Like, I don't...
Oh no, M1 got rolled. Like that's not a question.
I don't think the turn 1 confusion is what lost M1 this game.
I think it's just insult to injury there.
Coco, Marowak, and Tentacruel never see this game.
Yes, you're correct about that.
From now on, it's just Cresselia winning. With, I'm fairly sure, not a single stab move. I think you only see 3 of its moves revealed, so...
What was that? Ice Beam, Calm Mind, and Moonlight?
Recover, or Cosmic Power, whatever one gives them more health.
Yeah, Ice Beam, Calm Mind, Moonlight.
Yeah, Moonlight, there it is.
And wait a minute, does Seed Flare miss?
Nope.
Oh, it just doesn't do enough. Oh, so Dave really saves that +6.
Right, he wants it badly.
Wow. That's a baller play.
He gets it.
That's a listen, my man. I hate to do it to you, but I'm going into my flying type, eating this grass type attack, and then putting you away for good.
Yeah. If anything, losing Sableye turn 1 just put M1 in a bad mental state.
Oh yeah, I mean you get confused turn 1. Like Sableye only has like base 65 Spadef or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or maybe 70, but it's not very high. Like, most of Sableye's bulk comes from the fact that it walls physical attackers. Like, with Will-O-Wisp and Recover and a lot of HP and defense. Like, specially, that thing does not eat hits.
Dude, Mega Pidgeot's been doing work.
Mega Pidgeot, is it an 100-point Pokemon? Is it 120?
I think it's 120. Yeah.
Okay, it should be 120. I mean, this thing's really good. No Guard Hurricane from 135 special attack. Come on.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. It's got U-turn, Hurricane, Heat Wave. That's all you need. But Dave coming out here with a +6, really just showing the power of Garchomp, freaking Cresselia, and Mega Pidgeot. You only needed half his team, but god dang,
just smoked him.
Yeah. And into the final battle that we're going to be covering for tonight. Because other 2 battles are not up yet. And that's okay. If you guys want to get on Inside the PFL, you got to have your battles a little bit earlier. We record this series a little bit early, so if you're watching this for some reason.
It's not even like it's early, like...
No, it's not.
I get that you have till Thursday, but like... Come on now.
Come on.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Come on.
The last battle, which I heard was a doozy, but I have not yet seen.
This was a wild game.
Is Kyle versus Dylan. And looking at these teams, look at Kyle's team. Look
Dude,
at
wild.
Rotom Wash, Heatran, Mega Absol. Oh my god. This team comp's actually disgusting.
This was a wild ride, dude.
Oh my goodness. Reggie Drago showing up for, I believe, the third time.
I mean,
I believe Dylan's brought it every time.
Why not?
I mean, I want to see it just go off. I really want to see it just do the thing. I'm going to play it because
get that.
I have no idea what happens this game.
Oh wow, Reggie Drago just kind of floats there.
A hammer arm. Oh, interesting.
Yes, turn 1 hammer arm.
I mean, that's definitely brought for Heatran. I don't think that Reggie Drago has anything else that it wants to hit Heatran with.
I agree. Probably doesn't get good coverage.
Maybe it gets
Sticky
Focus
web.
Blast? I don't know. It might get Focus Blast.
Dude, this Slowking, it just takes so many hits.
Yeah, Slowking's kind of a beefy boy. Poison Psychic. Deceptively
Galarian Slowking.
really, really good typing.
Yeah, it just does things. Dirty things.
There hasn't been a Poison Psychic type before Galarian Slowking and Slowbro, right? Poison Psychic? I don't think so.
The Gandil,
That was Poison Dragon.
was it?
Yeah.
Damn. No, I don't know. That miss didn't even matter because unless this was Mixed Verizon, like he hit Scary Drain next turn.
Yep. And 8%.
And loses more damage to the Life Orb than he did to the Slowking.
I know, that's bad. And these future sites,
Huge.
like, it doesn't even matter what Pokemon it hits. Nothing's immune to it.
Yeah, it's hitting something for chip damage. Why Bug Buzz? Why do you do that?
Yeah, that one I'm not totally sure about.
Like, was Ravambi just useless at that point?
Oh, you know what? Maybe he did that because Rabambi was useless and he didn't want anything to take the future sight.
Maybe.
Like that was either like 0 IQ or like 2000 IQ. I will give Dylan the benefit of the doubt and say that was 2000 IQ. He sacked Rabambi because he didn't want anything to take the future sight that he knew was coming.
I can't believe Kyle just solves this.
He's just like, haha. Oh god, is this really Pursuit?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He thought it was Sucker Punch, so we wanted to leave, but it was Pursuit.
I mean, that's a big deal. And once again, Future Sight does not hit because the target is fainted.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
So, in the grand scheme of things, Future Sight doesn't do as much as you'd think.
No, it doesn't. It pressures Dylan a lot.
It does.
But Dylan's honestly, Dylan has 2 frail setup sweepers dead. Which isn't a huge deal. He really just doesn't have an answer to this Slowking.
Not at all. Not a single one.
Like, he's just trying to maneuver his way around the team to be able to get something that hits it hard in.
And it's weird because you can't just hit it hard sometimes. You need to hit it hard in a row because it's just going to regenerate that all back.
Do you see how much that Moonblast did?
AV. That's 1,000.
Is he going to eat it? Oh my god, he eats it again! He eats a Future Sight.
Yeah.
And he Mach Punches.
Dude.
That Hitmonchan's actually really hype.
Dude, it's just been putting in the work. And then Excel Rock.
Yeah. And you're like, I don't want to take that. I'm leaving.
Right.
Honestly, was that Life Orb? Yeah, that would have killed Hitmonchan easy.
And then here's this bitch again. You know...
Oh, but that was a good play. The double into Reggie Drago.
Right.
Does this kill? This must kill. Oh, wow.
Bye.
That's crazy. Is that Draco Meteor?
It's Draco, you're dead, that's for sure.
Yup. Is he dead again? Is he dead?
Bye.
Reggie Drago, 160 points. 200 base HP.
Wait, Reggie Drago is only 160?
Yeah.
I thought he was 200.
No, I think he's a 160. I think he's the same as Alecki.
They don't get a lot of moves, though, so it makes sense. They're very stoppable.
Yeah. I mean, I think Drago's... I don't know.
Power Herb Solar Beam, dude.
Alecki's probably better on ladder. Drago's probably better in draft, I would say.
Power Herb Solar Beam.
That was Power Herb Solar Beam?
Yeah, you didn't notice Solar Beam went off in one turn, dude?
I guess I just sort of noticed Gastrodon die.
Power Herb Solar Beam,
Jesus. Dude. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, you know what? That's an answer. You're just like, hey, you have a groundwater type, like, I'm just gonna run Power Herb, just a one time, like, you're not gonna expect it, so.
And then Kyle just wins.
Yep.
Nothing is slower than Mega Absol. Faster.
Yep, Sucker Punch. You got to assume Dylan went for Mach Punch.
Yep. And honestly, it might have killed with it being that weak.
Yeah, at like 0.5 defense, Iron Fist, Mach Punch. I think absolutely would have obliterated that Absol.
What a game. Normally Kyle wins with like a...
I know. You know what? We just watched 2 +6s back to back, which turned, and then the last game we watched is a close +1.
Right. And then we still are waiting for, I think it is Rob versus LCD and Hunter versus Dan.
Yep. And we will not get to talk about those tonight, or rather this afternoon, whenever you're watching this PFL land.
You won't hear us talk about those games.
But, yeah, we'll get 8 out of 10. That's not bad. That's a B-. But there are a whole bunch of things that we have to cover as well as all of these battles. So really good stuff
we're not done yet.
All the competitors. Obviously, a couple of +6s from some people who I don't know if they've gotten +6s before.
No. Mitch has gotten +6'd.
Has Dave gotten a +6 yet? Dave, let me know, Dave.
I don't believe so, no.
So that's actually really hype then.
Right.
Trades.
Oh.
And pickups.
I don't have them. You're gonna have to walk me through this.
I
didn't put them on the dock.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Because Joe messaged me them.
Yeah, they're not on the dock yet.
Yeah, they're not on the dock yet.
As of us recording this, they'll probably be on the dock by the time you guys.
Yeah, but you know what? We break rules here in PFL land.
Oh, look at this. Just I like it.
I'm breaking the rules.
I get to even see it like that. Fantastic.
Joe is having a stroke that it's not on the complete left side. That it has not been designated as week 3. It's happening. It's real time, boys. We're messing with the dock. I have commish powers. So, all right, Mike, we're going to start with you.
I gutted my whole team, dude.
We're going to start with you because you have the most. You're here. And
I dropped my first 2 picks. The first 2 people I took in the draft, I kicked off my team by week 3.
And that's Rillaboom and Rotom Heat?
Yep, gone. I dropped Rillaboom. I used all of my drops. All of them. I dropped Rillaboom, Flagon, Rotom Heat, Nihilego, and Koroganol. And ended up picking up Raikou, Gligar, Scizor, Darmanitan, and Mega Audino. Fucking Mega Audino. I'm not happy about it.
Well, I think you should be happy about Mega Audino. Because Mega Audino is ridiculous. And especially with Pokemon who don't always have reliable recovery. We saw what a Fairy type could do, Wish Passing to a Gligar. We saw it happen in real time. Raikou, a mon I know you're very, very comfortable with.
Love Raikou.
Scizor, a mon I had last season, who I thought was absolutely busted. Being able to run Scizor any way you want is such a blessing in draft.
Want it, that's the way you need. Sorry.
He is such a good Pokemon. You could run Focus Sash, you could run Choice Band. I ran Choice Scarf, Akaberry. He's not your Z captain, but you can do so many things with Scizor.
You can just run leftovers on him. You can run an Assault Vest on him. Yeah. You can do things. My team needed some speed. My team needed some defense, and my team needed a way to punch holes. And I think I got all of that.
You know what's funny is as I'm looking at these pickups, I see Special Attacker, Defensive Eviolite, Physical Wall Breaker / Defogger, or Physical Wall Breaker, and then a Special or Defensive Wall. So you got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I literally, I hated my team since the draft. I knew I needed to make these trades. I probably should have done it a little earlier, but here we are.
Well, sometimes you just, you got to test it out. I respect the mettle of testing out kind of what you had. You tried out Rillaboom. You didn't like him that much. Flygon wasn't doing much for you. Cryogonal, while it's, a comfort pick, I personally think it's kind of So I think Mega Audino is like much more bang for your buck.
I needed a lot of people knew that all they really had to do was toxic me and wait, and then there was nothing they could do about it.
Joe's doing it. Joe's doing it as we speak.
He's doing it live.
I knew it. I knew he would see it and be just like, I can't let this be right there. That's
because I'm watching this happen, and I'm like, I can't believe he's doing
it. he's doing it live, boys. We're doing it live.
Oh, fantastic.
That's pretty funny. So, I think that, and we had a conversation about your team and the things that you needed and the things you wanted. Scizor, Darmanitan were two of those Pokemon who just, kept coming up.
Yeah.
And I think that specifically Darmanitan is going to do unbelievable things for your team.
Listen, for somebody in this league who's known for the meme of fucking flare blitzing into things until I can't do it, I'm surprised it took me 12 seasons to pick up Darmanitan.
Yeah.
I've never used him, ever.
I mean, he is... I also have never used Darmanitan. I mean, 140 base attack, sheer force...
I never would have until last season when I tried to troll Mitch, and it did way too much damage to a Registeel after 3 Iron Defenses.
Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. Didn't it do, after 3? It did half.
It did over half. He would have been able to break my rest talk if I didn't get lucky on the rolls, yeah.
Yeah, that's super absurd. But... but that was me. But I think that your pickups are going to be really helpful for you going forward. And I think that you now have a team that you'll probably be a lot more comfortable building with and also battling with.
Yeah, I have some defensive bulk now too. That was another thing I didn't really have. I had a lot of offensive mons that had good defensive stats.
Yep.
I didn't really have good, just send these guys in and you're oh shit moments.
Gligar and Mega Audino are both of those Pokemon that you just send in. You're like, haha, you can't do anything to me.
Yes, please just live.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jack. Jack is doing some interesting things. He is dropping Heliolisk for Rotom Spin, and then he's dropping regular Rotom for Golem.
That's fair. I actually almost picked up Rotom Spin this week. Shitty Zapdos is a good mon.
Yeah, he is a good mon. I would agree with that. He's a little bit pigeonholed into booties, but if you have something to potentially give it recovery, I know Jack has Leech Seed on Vileplume. I think Vileplume gets Leech Seed. I'm actually not totally sure about that.
I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it does. Actually, I feel like it doesn't. But Rotom Spin, especially with booties, is really, really good. It is just better than Rotom. It just has better base stats. It's not faster. It's a little bit slower, but it's got better bulk, better special attack. It's all around just a pretty decent Pokemon. And Golem.
Yeah.
What can I say about Golem that hasn't already been said?
It's a tier 5 mon. I really hope he Custap explodes on someone. It's not a low-end Golem, so he can't do... Get some good sturdy plays. He doesn't even need to Custap explode. Well, he could, because he has sturdy.
Yeah, so I'm going to look at Jack's team real quick. He has Rock Setters in Crocodile and Copperajah.
I don't want to run rocks on Crook. I want to either Intimidate or Moxie on Crook, but that's just me personally.
Yeah. I feel like
I want to hit things real hard and fast with Crook.
I feel like that might be an issue that Jack is seeing. He has 3 Pokemon that can set rocks: Crocodile, Copperajah, and Rampardos. But almost none of them do you want to give up a move slot on.
Right.
So you got to have a sort of a designated rocker. and I don't think he's brought Caparaja. So Golem, 40-point Mon, he's got sturdy. That's guaranteed rocks if you lead with it.
And if he never brings it, probably won't even matter.
Yeah, if he doesn't bring it, it's okay. It's a Golem.
Right.
I like the way he looks, but excited to see what he does with that. I think that upgrading Rotoms is equal parts good and hilarious. Heliolisk and Rotom, you don't really need the 2 electric types, so it's kind of good you dropped one. Get a little bit better team comp. I like these pickups.
I wish I knew about some of these other pickups that were happening, because I would have tried to take them.
You say you would have tried to take them?
Oh yeah, the next person we talk about, I'm a little pissed off. I would have went after both.
Manny?
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Manny dropping Boltund for Raichu. And Manny's dropping Sarina for Arctovish.
I would have definitely tried to get Boltund off Manus.
I'm
surprised he's dropping Boltund. He did well with it.
Perhaps you can bribe somebody to use one of their pickups
well, it's
to get
still not
Boltund.
midnight yet.
That's also true. You could do some scheming. For editing purposes, we'll say that Manny dropped Boltund for Raichu and is dropping Sarina for Arctovish. But
stay tuned.
Yeah, but stay tuned. Exactly. But that might change. I think that Manny hasn't brought Sarina and is having trouble finding a place for it on his team. Arctovish is really... It's just like a really Manny-mon. It's just like this thing, it does one thing. It's a new toy. Like, I want to use it.
You know what, dude? I'm telling you, you keep saying it's new toy syndrome, but Manus just drafted a lot of Mons that are just decent, and he's just putting them all together on a team. Like, Powdown, decent Mon, just standalone. Registeel, decent Mon. Like, if you draft 11 decent Mons and play well with them, you'll have
you're going to have a decent team.
Like, I get what he's doing here.
Sarina, you lose a spinner. You know, Arctovish obviously has Vicious Rend. Boltund for Raichu, I think, is really interesting. Is that a is that a 40 for a 40 or is Boltund a 60?
Boltund, I don't know.
Boltund must have been a 60, right?
Oh, because I don't think Arctovish. That's what I thought. I thought that Sarina was a 60. I didn't think that would be a 100-point Mon.
Oh, is Sarina a 60?
So he probably... Let me check.
Yeah, Sarina was indeed a 60.
So he just did some point moving.
Okay.
And grooving. He might have had 20 extra points left over, and then moved and grooved. And
oh, I see. So he said, I'm probably not going to use Boltund that much. I will pick up a worse electric type, and then also I really want to use Arctovish.
He might have also wanted some more special presence on his team. I mean, the only one that I'm seeing, he's got Spectrier, he's got Turtonator, he's got Wishy-Washy.
That's true. You know, maybe Manny saw my 700 Club match. Maybe he was inspired by my Focus Sash Endeavor Quick Attack Raichu.
Yes, that's what it was.
And now he needed to have it.
We all know that Light Ball Pikachu is really the play, but we'll see what happens.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Season 18 when I draft Light Ball Pikachu. But overall...
You guys make Light Ball Pikachu tier S?
Yes. I'm gonna make sure that thing gets banned to Ubers. 700 Club Point Mon.
Let's go.
But... Yeah, no, I like these pickups. I don't think they do anything crazy, no crazy changes for Manny's team. I don't think it's going to affect him in the long run that much, but, they're there.
Yeah, he's tinkering.
They're fun. He's tinkering. Yeah, he's tinkering.
Yeah, he didn't do a full gut like I did, just tinker.
Yeah. Thomas. This interests me a lot. Thomas is dropping Centiskorch for Seismitoad, and then Galarian Mr. Mime for Lurantis.
I was very surprised that Thomas didn't bring Centiskorch against me, so I'm even more surprised that he's dropping it.
I guess he understood. He was like, oh wait, Rillaboom's not in the division anymore. I can draft Seismitoad.
You know what? And it's funny too, because I told him about that, because we were talking about maybe doing some trades. So yeah, maybe he saw that I got rid of my grass type and now have no true answer for Seismitoad. Spoilers.
Besides, probably Flare Blitz still probably doing like 60.
I'll throw some Tech Hidden Power Grasses in there.
Yeah, right.
I get Energy Ball and Gardevoir. It'll be okay.
You're fine. It's gonna be fine. Galarian Mr. Mime for Lurantis is it is interesting. It is interesting. Galarian Mr. Mime, a Pokemon that I sort of liked. I didn't exactly find the groove with him. I had a tough time fitting him on my team last season. Lurantis is really interesting though, because Contrary Superpower.
Yeah.
Yep, Contrary Superpower
and Leaf Storm.
Yes, it does.
So that is a mixed boy if I ever saw it.
That is a good Pokemon disguised as a 40-point Pokemon.
I wouldn't say good. It's gonna do. Listen, if Lurantis does what Lycanroc did, it'll be worth its 40 points.
Absolutely. If it has just a moment to shine, it'll be worth 40.
Right.
And that's really all that 40-point Mons are. Like, if they have 1 or 2 moments a season where they did something good, they're worth it.
I don't understand what's happening in the next set of trades.
Oh, yes.
I don't get what's happening.
James
doing things, dude.
He's dropping Excadrill for Infernape and Gigalith for Skarmory.
I guess the sand test is over. Now James's team just kind of looks like a bunch of random Pokemon thrown together.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Infernape, Rotom Cut, Toxapex.
He's got fucking 4 tier 4s, dude. He's got no tier S, 4 tier 4s, or tier 1s, 1 tier 2, a tier 3, and then the rest are 4 and 5.
At one point, I had 4 tier 4s.
Well, he has 4 tier 1s.
Or 4 tier 1s, that's what I meant.
That's insane.
But, I mean, they're really good. You know, I mean, he maybe wanted more physically defensive steel type. I mean, Skarmory and Toxapex and Sylveon just sounds horrible. My entire division is just bulk the movie.
Yeah, but then Skarmory and Pex both get ruined by a good electric move. When he's looking down Regieleki, he got rid of his
he got rid of his ground type.
Regieleki answer.
Oh, he got rid of his ground type.
James's team looks like a Malauga, just a bunch of random fucking Pokemon thrown together, dude.
We're gonna see. Hey, you know what? We'll check who James plays next week. Obviously,
tomorrow get Lightning Rod.
I think it does. I have very high praise for both Infernape and Skarmory as Pokemon.
I love Infernape.
You love Infernape. I think Skarmory is super good, especially in draft.
I think it's worse Corviknight.
I think it's Corviknight with spikes.
Worse Corviknight.
And I think rocks. Do they get rocks? They must get rocks.
It does.
Yeah.
You can run like 4 setup moves.
Hell yeah.
You can run, because I think it gets Tailwind too.
Yeah, I believe it does as well. And actually, I don't think it gets Body Press. I think Corviknight's the only one who gets body. Actually, no, I think it does get Body Press.
If it does, then it's not as worse Corviknight.
I think it might. I don't know. Corviknight gets like bulk up and power trip and whatever. But yeah, no, I think that James said, you know what? Forget the sand. He said, I hate sand. It's bland, rough, gets everywhere. And he went all Anakin Skywalker on it. And now he's a flaming monkey.
Doesn't make sense. It does so well.
We'll see. He's a madman.
2 people.
He's a madman. I have faith.
Why?
I do. I have faith.
If he got no, just no. The sand puts work in against Murphy. It honestly hurts you a little bit. Like, did he just see Mega Garchomp and go, "Okay, we're done"?
that very well could have been it. And if that's the case, I'm okay with it.
It like beats a Mitch because he's a slower weather setter than Piper. Like, I'm very surprised. James with his 2 picks is definitely the 2 drops is definitely the standout this week.
Yeah, I mean, you did a wholesale of your team, but James definitely took the 2 like pinnacles of his team, like the literal sand core, and was like, nah.
I don't like it anymore.
Well, now Excadrill's on the market, so you can expect week 4 somebody's picking up a Gigalith Excadrill.
Yeah, god damn it. These are things that people should have told me when I was gutting my team.
Yeah, that's why you wait. That's why you wait to use your pickups.
Dude, I had to do it. I wasn't
saying.
going to win another game.
There you go.
Until I see Lebo again.
All right. And that is it for trades and pickups. Let's talk about the standings. Yeah, let's talk about the standings. Pokemon Fun League Season 12, Week 3. We're not technically at the end of Week 3. Dan and Hunter still need to go, as well as Rob and LCD. But besides that, there's a pretty decent picture of the divisions so far. So, leading the Clefable division, we have Mitch at 2-1 plus 11. I mean, that's a plus 6 and a plus 5.
Yep.
That's impressive. That's insane. Just keep Swift swimming. I'm also 2-1, only plus 7. And James and Murphy are 1-2, tied, plus 5. Tristan in the Draft Rig division, 3-0, plus 10. Absolutely absurd numbers. Bick 2-1, plus 7. Dan and Hunter have not gone yet. Both of them are 0-2 right now. By the end of this week, one of them will have a dub.
Only one.
Only one of them. The other one's going to be 0-3, but that's okay. It's okay to be 0-3, guys. It's okay. Miltank division. Dave, 2-1 plus 7. Manny, 2-1 plus 6. M1, 2-1 plus 4. And Jack, 0-3 plus 0. Which, it pains me to say that. Listen.
Yeah.
Previous champs can be 0-3. It's still early in the season.
What season did Jack win?
9.
Did he beat Mitch?
He did beat Mitch.
Okay. There's too many seasons.
He also beat me.
They just blend together.
R.I.P. Actually, wait. No, you beat me the next season.
I beat you and Nick. That was a very good season for
Yes. With Raikou, so.
And Entei, who I also tried to get. Spoilers.
God, I hate God. Nope.
Dude,
Ambipom.
both those dogs together, so good.
You're right. That's when Gage drafted all 3 dogs that one season.
And he didn't get a single fucking win.
Wait, really?
I don't think so.
Did he go
0-11? Dude.
The Ambipom division, Thomas at 2-1 plus 7, Lebo at 2-1 plus 5, Drac at 1-2 plus 6, and you at 1-2 plus 2. You're not 0-3. Why did I think you won the game 1 or you won the week 1?
Oh yeah, I beat Lebo, and I fully expect to take last in my division this season.
No, there's plenty of time.
I fully expect to take last.
The Tauros
I'm in a division with people who win with high plus and win, and normally I just win.
Listen, you got Thomas with his scary team, Lebo with double weather, and Drac with trick room. Just you got a new team. You're gonna figure something out. I have faith.
Oof.
The Tauros division. Kyle.
I think it's Drac this week too.
Oh god. Kyle 3-0, plus 12. Dylan 2-1 plus 5, and Rob and LCD, both who have yet to go. One of them will be 1-2, and one of them will be 0-3.
Could we talk about how the De Silva brothers are the only 2 undefeated people in this league?
That's disgusting.
I hate it.
Disgusting, and I want nothing to do with it. Let's talk about the schedule.
The Skeggy.
Thomas versus Lebo. Oh god, this is a Conference Cup week.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is, but still. This isn't a Conference Cup game.
Week.
This isn't a Conference
Yeah, this is not a Conference Cup game. Thomas versus Lebo. I gotta go with Thomas. Thomas has been impressing me.
Yeah, Thomas has been playing well this season. I don't know, though, because that's not to say that Lebo hasn't been playing well this season, because to beat Drac, he had to play perfect or he was screwed that game.
Yeah, I mean, both their records are 2-1. I think they both absolutely can do it. I just think that if Thomas is going to bring Slowbro, Neuver, and Lando T, and Lebo's going to bring Munchlax, I think that Thomas is going to win.
That's true. I don't think I don't think Munchlax is a strong enough defensive core Mon that Lebo is trying to use him as. So I think I'm going to take Thomas here too.
But I do see it potentially going either way. Now, Mike, you have a new team.
Oh, it's Drac still.
Drac versus you.
Drac's going to murder me. Drac knew about my changes before I even did, and he's been planning for it already.
Drac calced a week ago.
Yeah, Drac calced before my trade was even in, before I even thought about it. He's like, Mike's going to pick up these 5 mons and get rid of his team.
Oh my god.
I'm picking Drac. Drac's going to smoke me by at least +4.
Alright, I'm going to pick you.
Yikes.
You got a lot on your shoulders here. There's pressure.
Yikes.
Pressure has been applied. Kyle v LCD.
Kyle.
I'm gonna. I don't know, dude.
It's nothing against LCD. I know he's decent, but like Kyle.
LCD he's had a tough go of it the last couple games, but I've seen what LCD can do, and I'm gonna vote LCD in the same sense that I'm gonna vote you, because I wish for better things.
Kyle.
Rob versus Dylan. Give me Dylan.
Dylan.
Give me Dylan.
Dylan without pancakes.
Dylan with absolutely no pancakes. James versus Bick. Sandless James versus Bick with Dragapult Mega Mawile.
I'm not picking James until he tells me what the fuck he just did to his team. Bick.
How much does an Iron Head do to an Eviolite coughing?
You know what's a really good way to stop Mega Mawile? Hit an Earthquake with Excadrill. You know what James got rid of? Excadrill.
Yeah, you probably should have waited a week there. I'm also going to vote Bick. Although, wait, hold on. I mean, you got Skarmory.
What's it going to do back?
Whirlwind.
Woo!
Murphy versus Dan. This is tricky. It's a tricky one.
I don't know. I want to say Murphy because like that defensive core sucks, dude.
I mean, it's good.
I don't want to. No, like sucks and like. I don't want to see it.
Look at it. Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What is the rest of Murphy's team? I don't even remember. I just know it's defensive.
If Murphy brings Tyrantrum, I'm picking Murphy. I think I pick Murphy regardless.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick Murphy too. Just I don't like the defense on Murphy's team.
Myself versus Jack.
I'm gonna have to go with you.
Listen, I don't self-deprecate. You know, like Jack has beaten me before. He's made me cry with a Mega Metacham high jump kick to my Heatran's face. But I'm gonna pick myself because I know I'm gonna build for it.
Yeah, and you made some trades and pickups that do very well against this team. I'm looking at you, Primarina.
Yeah, Primarina is not that bad, so we're excited.
And Pidlet still takes over 50% from the Sacred Fire.
You think so?
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
From a banded Sacred Fire? Yeah, absolutely.
Ease. Oh, that was before the band.
Wait, really? Did you calc it?
No. But
okay.
Dude,
I was gonna say, I was like, calc, like, I would expect it to do like 30 to 40. Mitch versus M1. I'm gonna go with Mitch. I know it pains you.
Nope. I'm going with M1.
Mitch is 2-1 plus 11. I'm going with Mitch.
Nope.
All right.
I won't pick Mitch either.
Oh, look at this one. Tristan versus Manny.
Oh.
Wow. Some bangers of some battles here.
I don't like that.
Damn, there's a lot of bangers actually. Wait a minute, this week's kind of hype.
Kyle. No, what? I'm not Kyle. Sorry, it was one of the De Silvas, right?
Yep. It's Tristan v Manny.
I'm actually switching it. Manus' team is really good.
See, I think that Tristan's gonna do it. I think Tristan's gonna continue his tirade.
I ran the calcs, I didn't change the level, and I didn't put any EVs in, but if you run like a standard pre-marina kit that doesn't have defense EVs, and he runs a band, you take 55.8% on
Yep, that sounds about right. With a band, yep, that sounds right.
So gross.
Yeah, that's a 2-tab. And then last but not least is Hunter versus Dave, which I'm going to go with Hunter.
Nope, Dave. I think Dave's Mega beats Hunter's Mega.
What are their Megas?
Pidgeot and Venusaur.
Oh God! Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait. Dave has Garchomp. I'm gonna go Dave. I take it back. I'm sorry, Hunter.
Yeah. Like, I don't ever want to look at Garchomp and Tapu Koko on the same team.
I just thought about Dave's team, and it actually gave me like a hernia. Like Dave 100% of the time.
Yeah, Dave.
All right. So that about does it for this week's episode of Inside the PFL. It was a rather short one. We were missing a couple battles, as well as there being a couple of +6s, so there wasn't that much to talk about.
I was told that these battles would have happened by... One of them was supposed to start at like 8 and the other one by 9:30. And
so it's almost 10 o'clock at night.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost 10. We still don't have these games, so like I feel less bad about it.
Yeah. If they appeared now, maybe I'd do them. Probably nah. Probably not.
Crazy.
But that about does it. Thank you all for watching out there in PFL land. Tune in Tuesday for the broadcast. Now, Mike, I have to ask, because I don't think we did this week 2. If you guys haven't checked out week 2, go check it out.
Check out week 2, man. Best one we've done.
It's the best one we've done. I don't know about you, but I think that week 4 is probably the most important week of the season.
Oh, I can agree with that. It's easily the most important week of the season. I mean, will you see if me gutting my team helps me beat down Drac?
Yeah.
Will you see if I'm completely right and James just threw his whole team in the trash?
Yeah.
Will we see if Mitch can keep doing good? Will Tristan continue to be undefeated? Will Kyle continue to be undefeated?
Do the rich get richer? Does Jack get out of his slump? Is M1 going to get +6 again? Is Manny's new toy syndrome too much to handle? What about Kyle LCD? And Mike, you're fighting Drac. This week is absolutely crazy, and I would argue unequivocally the most important week of the season.
Oh yeah, we can see some power shifts. We can see if... I'm fairly sure if things play out right... Oh no, never mind, because Thomas faces Lebo. I want to see everybody in the division have the same record at some point. I don't care what division it is, but I want to see everybody be like...
Everybody's like 2-2.
But the pluses are the only thing differentiating them.
That's... you know what? That could happen.
Could happen.
There's nothing saying that is not possible.
Give it to me this season, boys. Find out next week.
On Inside the PFL.
On Inside the PFL.
As the Dragon Ball music plays us out. Special interjection. We're supposed to end the episode, but now we're not, because now I'm recording again, because why the heck not? We got a surprise 9th battle as we were doing our outro. And the music is on. Yeah. Now it's off.
And this is no spoilers? Spoilers? I don't know. We didn't watch this game yet, so...
Yeah, okay.
It's Bobby versus LCD.
Yeah, Bobby versus LCD. I now remember, I like Bobby's team. I did click on the replay though, so I do know exactly what the score is. I'm confused about how you got there. That's a bad start.
Ooh boy.
I can't believe Swampert swapped. He trapped Scizor. Oh my god, he's a madman. HP 5.
Oh, and it's gone.
What? Oh, it's still alive.
What?
Oh, why would you SD there?
What the fuck, Rob?
You should probably U-turn, huh?
Or hit superpower.
Has Rob had Scizor before? He had Mega Scizor,
yes, I think. He had it before you were in the league even. And I remember, like, it's just, this is how it went. I really don't think Rob gets how to use Mega Scizor. Oh, you don't send him in to start doing the thing when all of LCD's Pokemon are alive.
Okay, going into Moltres there, pretty decent play. I mean, Florges is just going to eat anything Moltres has to offer, but
Nice scouting.
it's still a thing. Hurricane hits only 30. Finally, it doesn't confuse something.
Right. Ancient power. What the fuck?
I actually love that because if he got the boosts, I would have popped off.
If he got the boost, nothing would have happened still. What are you talking about? He would have just got walled by Calm Minding Florges.
Wait a minute. Is this how this game ends? Is this Florges just going to do the thing?
Because I don't think Rob can solve it.
I don't think he can solve it either. He's going to Calm Mind here. Oh, he's going to Calm Mind on the switch. Oh no, he Moonblasts! Wow. Because Passimian might have been able to, like, Choice Band Ironhead.
Right.
Maybe. Now it's over.
It's over.
Now nothing. Now that's it. It's just Florges. Florges actually single-handedly. Hold on, let me count. 1, 2. If it kills everything, Florges is single-handedly third.
It didn't kill Sandor.
Yeah, but it only killed 2. But if it kills the rest of these Pokemon, Florges is single-handedly number 3 on King of the Kill.
Except it's just gonna shred. Yeah, it's over. Moltres can't solve this, and Cradley's low.
Yep.
Ew.
Unless it gets a confusion, which he didn't.
No.
Did he bring Roost?
Bobby? Yeah, we saw it already, I think.
The taunt ended. Oh, Hurricane misses. Oh, insult to injury. Blunder Policy! Bobby! Oh my, Ancient Power Blunder Policy's actually like a little heat, though.
No.
That's a +3 speed.
On a mon that is not doing anything in this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Well, I mean, it was there to solve Magneton and Florges. Or, Pharaoh.
Oh, God. And then Florges is just... Oh, critical hit.
Right.
If you get another one of those, the game could at least be not a +6, but you didn't, so wish. Yep. Classic. I'm telling you, I picked LCD over Kyle. I think he has a fighting shot.
But Kyle and Bobby are two different beasts.
This is also true. But I have faith.
Well,
I'm just gonna click normal speed because I know exactly what's gonna happen here.
Why did you? I don't. This is yet another week of me going, why, Rob?
Oh, and the special attack drop doesn't matter at all. Is this just really just gonna be the thing? Is this just what's gonna happen? Okay, he fire blasts. He knows.
Rob gives up.
He Calm Minds again because why?
Rob gave up. He gave up. He knew it was over.
And he just decides. He just feels powerful. He's just gonna Calm Mind till 4 times.
5% on that Hurricane.
All right, Cradilly. All right. And a +6, the third +6 of the week.
Yikes.
Now, I'm not going to talk about the implications of that. Just know that this is a battle that happened.
That Bobby got smoked.
And, yeah, LCD put in a lot of work there. Who hit the field? Magneton, Swampert, and Florges, and that was it.
Yikes. Bobby got ruined.
Yeah, no Zygarde, no Ferrothorn, no Swallow. Yeah, it is a big yikes. But I don't think we have to do another outro.